Hi, Cancer. Here's your horoscope for March 2024, brought to you by planetswithin.com. I'm Astrologer Joseph Anthony. All right, the year is moving right along at a rapid race. And this month, we find ourselves more emotional, more sensitive, more nostalgic. And this is because we have planets in Pisces right here. We have Saturn, the Sun is going through Pisces, Mercury's making its way through Pisces, and of course, Neptune is in Pisces, which has been there for many years. Will stay there until about 2026. And Saturn will also leave that area in about 2026. But what this means for many of you is there's a sense of optimism. There's a sense of change in the air. There's a sense of travel, exploration, learning. Something that's brewing within inside of you is propelling you forward in a new direction. And this has a lot to do with what I'm seeing astrologically here, because we also have Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus in the 11th house, which is basically about the future. And then this month we have Venus and Mars also in Aquarius, which is about the future. But this time we have Pluto in there as well. So many of you are starting off the month thinking a little bit more about finances and security, and maybe you're looking to buy something like land or a property, or you're dealing with inheritance. Whatever it is for you. Now, again, this is a very general overview. This is a sun sign reading for anyone who has a Cancer sun or a Cancer rising. And of course, it has to be general because I don't have everybody's birthday, and everyone's birth chart and birth date is different. So it has to be very general. So anyway, but looking at all this astrology, you notice that all the planets are above the horizon. The moon is just transiting, so it's not a big deal. It moves every 2.5 days. It moves into a new sign. But the moon this month is going to be very active because we also have the first eclipse of the year, which is going to be a lunar eclipse. And it's going to activate right here, the 4th house of home, feeling, and foundation. So for many of you, there's a desire to move. There's something going on with your family. There's a desire to do something with your property or remodel or paint or whatever it is. Okay, again, very general, but that is the theme here with this lunar eclipse that's going to highlight that, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But for the most part, we're going to see a lot of these planets in Pisces also switch gears and go into Aries, your 10th house. And now this empowers you more in your career, how you're seen in the public. Maybe you're dealing with government agencies. If you're in the military, maybe you're dealing with military. But it has a lot to do with how you're seen. It's your status. It's your symbol. And so that is going to become very important too, especially next month when we have a solar eclipse in this 10th house. So it's lighting the way up for something new that's coming into the picture here, whether it's a new home, a new job, a new way of looking at things, or a new status. Maybe you're getting divorced, maybe you're getting married, something along those lines. So it really depends on your actual birth chart. But for the most part, as we go through Pisces, the sun's going through Pisces, you're in your element here. This is another water sign like yours, so, and it's in the 9th house. We always feel more optimistic when we have planets in the 9th house. And so here, there's a desire to travel. There's a desire to be near water. There's a desire to learn. And so this is all going to be part of this. Yes, philosophy, meaning of life, and politics does fall under this umbrella. So I'm sure you'll be more curious about that. We have the crazy world of politics going on. So this is going to all change. Then we also have Venus and Mars that are going to leave these Aquarius and move into that 9th house as well. So as you can see here, a lot of this energy is going to be focused on this 9th house. And then the second half of the month, it'll be focused on career and status. And so let's dive in a little deeper and see what the other planets are doing this month. So on the 9th and 10th, we have Mercury finally leaving Pisces and going into your 10th house. Now, Mercury in Aries is very quick-witted. It's very sharp. Mercury represents our thinking. And so in Aries, it's very impulsive. So now you start thinking more restlessness, more, I got to do, I got to go, I got to do this, I got to go that. Maybe you're focusing on your job or your business or something, and you're overwhelmed and you got a lot to process. This is absolutely a possibility here around the 9th and 10th when Mercury enters Aries. So, try and level yourself off. Don't go off the deep end, because this could, put us in a conflict mode. Mercury in Aries. Aries likes conflict. And so, you might find yourself really restless at work or irritated with someone else. maybe your boss or somebody you work for, if you work for someone. And so this is going to be a really high energy alignment that takes place right around the 9th and 10th. Also around the same time, we also have a new moon in Pisces, which is going to be here at 20 degrees of Pisces. So wherever this is in your actual birth chart, it'll light up that area of your chart. But generally speaking, the 9th house has to do with a new direction. Maybe you're going on a cruise. Maybe you are fantasizing about something that you want. Maybe you're, buying a swimming pool, anything to do with water, because it's Pisces. Pisces is the fish. And Cancer and Pisces are the two signs that love the water the most, really. They love being near it, in it, around it, and I highly suggest that for you folks, because it is very therapeutic for many of you, taking a long bath, a sea salt bath or something, or being in a river or near a boat or in water, and somehow, it's very therapeutic. So this new moon is setting a trend for the future once again, because it's also aligned to Uranus right here at 19 degrees and Jupiter at 13 degrees. So you're looking at the future, and you're looking at it as, okay, I need to do this and that, and you're planning things out, and you're assembling everything, and you're making plans. That's what I see here for many of you. So pay attention to what you're doing, because the next 2 weeks is going to be, again, high energy, and feeling motivated. So this is what this new moon is setting the wheels in motion for. We have Venus also entering Pisces on the 11th and 12th, right there into the 9th house. Now, Venus represents partnerships, relationships of all kinds, and it enters Pisces. So romance is in the air, thinking about other people, fantasizing, maybe taking a vacation with a loved one. This is all part of the equation here. Just be realistic, because, Venus in Pisces can be like a hopeless romantic, and then things don't pan out the way you thought. But it is in the 9th house, so laughter, having a good time, enjoying each other's company. Maybe you're just socializing with friends or acquaintances, and you're just feeling really good about the people you have in your life right now. So whatever it is, Venus in Pisces will make it definitely more social for many of you. So I'd say, meet some new people, have a few laughs, and, see where it goes. That would be my suggestion with Venus in Pisces. Now, the sun enters Aries on the 19th and 20th. Now the energy starts to completely shift, especially with the sun. The sun is the life force, and when it switches signs, we definitely feel it. So this is also marking the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere. So this means a new start, a fresh new start, a new beginning. It's an astrological new year. The first sign of the Western astrology is zodiac is Aries. So here's the sun in a reset position. And it's basically saying, all right, I need to go in a new direction. I need a new job. I need a new career. I need something new that's coming into my life. And this is, again, setting the stage for the future. Now, the sun in Aries will motivate you. Aries is a fire sign. And when the sun is in Aries, we tend to, it tends to light a fire under us a bit to move forward in some way. So we already have Mercury there, and now the sun is there. So it's in the status house. It's in the career house. It's in the public house. So you're really going out, or, going out and being seen or being recognized for something. You're in the public in some way. And it could involve, like I said, a home, or maybe you're looking, you're dealing with a realtor or something, and you're looking at new homes or land or something, but you're feeling more of a pioneering spirit, because that's the energy that Aries has, is the pioneering energy. So now you're feeling much more motivated to get going. Between the new moon that happened here and now the sun in Aries, it's motivating you forward. So we also have Mars entering Pisces on the 22nd and 23rd right there. Now, Mars in Pisces is not exactly the greatest alignment, because Mars is a fiery go-get-'em sign, and Pisces is a slow, nostalgic, compassionate, spiritual sign. It's not as motivated. So the motivation becomes spirituality. It becomes the need to be near water. It becomes sort of this semi-self-pity party. So you need to be careful of that, okay? Because Mars is weakened in Pisces, in a sense that a strong fire sign in this sort of fantasy-prone, compassionate, low self-worth kind of sign. Okay, and I don't mean to offend anyone who's a Pisces, but it's just the general overview of that sign. And so here we find motivation once again for many of you who are Cancer in the realm of compassion, in the realm of helping others, in the realm of traveling, because Mars is in the 9th house. So many of you, I see a lot of traveling or moving around this month for many of you. So use that to your advantage. But again, I would suggest being around water, because again, this is Pisces, the water sign. And so even though we have a lot of fire, spend some time in the water, okay, or near the water, or take longer showers, whatever it is with water, take advantage of it. And last but not least, we have this lunar eclipse, the first one of the year, the first eclipse of the year on the 25th, and right there. It's in the 4th house of home, feeling, and foundation. So something about your current living arrangements, your family dynamics, something to do with your children. Maybe, you have children going to school and they're moving out. Maybe something to do with mom, that she's in a nursing home and you have to move her. It could be something to do with, other family members. Whatever it is, it's setting the tone for some sort of change in this part of your chart. And so it really depends on where this falls in your actual birth chart. But here it's suggesting that a chapter in your life is coming to an end, a conclusion, a realization. It's in Libra, so it could be something to do with a partnership, a relationship, maybe even a legal matter, that is coming to a close. So this is going to bring a lot of attention to something in your life that's very important, involving another person or your stability and home and foundation. Okay? So there you have it, Cancer. Do the best you can. Meditate on who you really are. You're a spirit in a physical suit having a human experience. And do the best you can. Have a great month, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.